Now that you've knit the desired length for the leg, it's time to start on the heel. The first part of the heel is called the heel flap. So what you're going to do first is you're going to knit across the front of your work here. So that would be your needle 1. And then we are going to flip it. And we're going to work the heel on the back area here, back and forth. And we're going to ignore the front stitches for a while there. For the type of heel pattern that I like to do, on the right side row, so when you're facing the work that you're going to be showing when you wear the socks, I like to do slip 1, knit 1 across. When you finished your first right side row, which is the slip 1, knit 1, you're going to flip your work. And now you're going to work on the wrong side of the same needle that you just worked here. So you're still ignoring the front and you're working the back side here. So the pattern for the wrong side row is that you're going to slip 1, make sure your yarn is in the front because you're going to be purling across the row after that. So you slip 1 and then you're going to just purl across. Now that you've done the wrong side row as well, you're going to flip back over and do the right side row again. You're going to repeat the front and back so that you've done them a total of 16 times. And then I'll meet you at the heel turn. You should be done the heel flap now, so it's going to look like this. You'll have a nice flap on one side and the front of your sock on the other side. You'll have just finished with a purl row, and now we're going to do the heel turn. The heel turn has 2 setup rows. So facing the right side, you're going to slip the first stitch. Then depending on your size, I'm doing size medium, so I'm going to knit 18 stitches. Now you're going to be partially through your row. You're going to slip, slip, knit. And knit 1. And you're going to turn your work where you are now and work in the wrong side row. So there will be some unworked stitches here at the end. Now the second setup row, you're going to slip the first stitch. Make sure that your yarn is in front because you're going to be purling. And purl 7. And then you're going to purl 2 together. And purl 1. Then you're going to turn again. The next 2 rows are going to be repeated until you've worked all of the stitches up to the end. So you're going to slip 1, and then you're going to knit to 1 stitch before gap. So you can see there's a little gap here between your stitches. You're going to knit to the 1 stitch before. When you get to 1 stitch before, you're going to slip, slip, knit. So you're going to use the stitch on one side of the gap and the stitch on the other side of the gap to make the decrease here. And then you're going to knit 1 more stitch and turn your work. Now on the wrong side, you're going to slip the first stitch with your yarn in the front, purl to 1 stitch before the gap over here, Then once again here, you're going to do your decrease using the stitch here and the stitch here. So purl 2 together. And purl 1. And these last 2 rows are going to be repeated over and over. You'll have a gap on this side and on this side, and you just keep on going until you've worked to the end. I just finished row 4, which was a wrong side row. And now we're going to look on the other side here. And this is what your heel turn should look like. You can see all your little decreases are where your fabric is turning. And then you have a nice little curve here. Next, we're going to do the gusset, which means I will show you how to knit across and pick up and do the gusset decreases. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video was helpful.